Hi everyone, welcome to Day Trading with Zach. Today we are going to talk about market depths. What do you need to know about market depths? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the market depths. On the left hand side there is a buy column, and on the right hand side there is a sell column. This picture here is basically what we call a market depth. Now firstly, you need to know that there's two components in the market depths. Now each side has 5 beats shown, and some, if you use a platform, it will be 3 beats shown on the right hand side right here. Now, first on the left-hand side, it's what we call the buyer side. Now, for example, if you want to buy, let's say, Sedania at 45.5 cents, you key in the order and submit, and it will appear on the market depths on the 455 side. Now, on the right side, it's the seller side. Now, for example, if you wanted to sell Sedania at, let's say, 46 cents, you key in the order and you submit that order, and it will appear, your order will appear at the right-hand side at 46 cents. Right, now that you know what is the buy side and the sell side market depth, let me explain the other two column of numbers, namely the double-digit number here under the buy, as well as the single to double-digit number under the sell, as well as the yellow-colored number in this particular row. Now, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, the first number here, this one, and the other end for this one, is the total share split. On the other hand, the yellow color denominated number, which is this one right here as well as this one, is the total share volume. Now, for example, if you were to enter one lot, one order to buy at, let's say, 45.5 cents, this number will show up on the left-hand side. On this particular number here, this 15 will show up into a 16. This is the total share split. And then on the other hand, this particular column here, 1824, would have increased by 1924 to reflect that there is a new buyer, which is you, coming into queue to buy this stock at 45.5 cents, and there is one extra buyer, and then there is one extra 100 lots queuing right now to buy. Now it's the same for the sell order. If you key in one order to sell at, let's say, 46 cents to sell, and in this case, it is for 150 lots. On the right side, which is the seller side, it will appear one share split here. This 8 will become, I think you guessed it, which is 9. And then the total volume of this particular yellow number here would become 1135 plus 150, which is 1285. Pardon the lousy writing, but the point is, you know that, or in fact, everyone knows in this particular market that there is one additional seller that comes in with 150 lot sell order at 46 cents. If you entered, let's say, 5 orders, and that is entirely possible, buying at, let's say, 45.5 cents at 130 lots each time. Right? 5 orders, again at 45.5 cents, and each time at 45.5 cents, you key in 100 lots each. Then there would be a total of 5 share split instead of 1. That means 15 becomes 20. And then the total volume will be 100 times 5, which is 500. And this will be shown up here. 1824 will become 2324 to indicate an increase of 500 lots to be bought at 45.5 cents. And essentially, that is what this market depth serves to show you. Alright, let's now use a real life example to show you how market depth works in real life. Now for this particular video, it is the market depth of SerSol. And what I'll do is that I will drag the video all the way to the first minute or so, maybe perhaps at the 45 seconds to 50 seconds. And I'd like you guys to pay attention to what happens on the seller side at 49.5 ringgit, or rather 49.5 cents column. I'd like you guys to see that there are sellers that keeps on increasing and decreasing amongst 9,000 to 10,000 lots. Take a look at this current number 9799 and see how it changes. You can see that right now the 9799 has changed up to 10,169. That means that there is an increase in sell orders, and it's still stagnant. Means that there are not many sellers that are stepping in, or rather lot size they are stepping in. Now it starts to move a little bit, -4, minus a few hundred, plus a few thousand. Now you can see that there is a decreasing number of sellers here. Right, so this is just to showcase to you guys how it looks like when it comes to the seller side. And you know, when we come to the topic of entries, when we are looking for possible entries, we want to make sure that big players or syndicates are following so that we do not go against them. Now, looking at the number just now at the seller side will give you an idea of whether the big players at the syndicates are here. Now, with this in mind, we usually look for big buy ups in the lot size, largely above, let's say, 1,000 lots or 5,000 lots, and that's a lot of money there, and that's a lot of lot sizes. Therefore, we consider them the big buys, and that's what we are looking for. Firstly, secondly, we also look for fast and quick momentum, meaning someone is buying up the tickets, the lot sizes really quickly, really fast. So let's do that now. Again, let's use Sersol, this particular video here as an example. I'm going to go back all the way to the start of the video. The time mark, let's say it is at 2 to 3 seconds, and from now all the way to 1 minute, right? We can tell that at 495 or 9.5 cents, it's more or less stagnant. Everyone is watching. You could see that the number of sellers are increasing slowly, but nobody really has taken the first move to initiate a big lot size. Note that there is also a -99 there. That means that there were only 99 lots being sold, and that is not big enough. Right? We will need to see a big lot size coming in. That's another additional 200 lots here. And let's watch carefully from 1 minute and 8 seconds carefully. Right now it's at 45 seconds. Let's wait until 108. From there onwards, there would be a very quick gobbling up of tickets. That's happening in about 10 seconds time. And that is where you want to pay attention to enter. And let's see what happens then. So again, you could see that there is a very quick sections of selling, and each of them are in large numbers, which is 200 lots plus. And then from an average volume of 9,000 to 10,000, we suddenly see those sell volumes drop back down to 4,000, and that is a large number of tickets being sold. Now for me, we would enter around 121, which is around this time. Because I already knew that the momentum is strong in context, looking at the charts beforehand. I had my experience with Sersol in the past, and furthermore, there's no one selling at 49 cents at all. There is one more reason for me to EP at 49.5. In other words, I'm already pretty confident of the company's charts. Technically speaking, it looks bullish. There is momentum. On top of that, there are no transactions occurring at 49 cents, which is the buyer side. Nobody seems to be throwing down shares. And all the action seems to be concentrating on 49.5 cents, which is why, given that there is a quick succession of selling at 49.5, in other words, someone is snapping up the shares at 49.5 cents, this gives me the confidence that at 49.5 cents, it's a good entry price or a good EP. And let's see what happens after that. So as you can see, the volume at the sell side keeps on drawing down, and it is now standing at 3 figures only. I would be part of that trader who took up a lot at 49.5 cents, and subsequently you could see it has jumped up just now to about 50 cents, now stabilizing at 50 cents, and just like that, as a day trader, I would have made half a bit there. or rather 1 bit, sorry, 0.05 cents. So what do we do after we enter? We already established that after a quick succession of buying up at 49.5 would give me confidence to buy at 49.5. And I also mentioned that 49 cents is a strong level. In the last few minutes, we saw that all the actions were focused at 49.5 cents. So at 49 cents, I expect this price to be strong. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be my stop loss point, my SL point after my EP at 49.5. Meaning if someone were to sell at 49 cents instead of buying up at 49.5 cents, reducing these 8,597 lots, making it less. Let's say maybe leaving just 500 lots or 1,000 or 1,500 lots left. The total minus of, let's say, 7,000 lots. And this is happening very quickly, which means this 859,000 is dropping really quickly. I will cut loss at 49 cents. In other words, the traders are no longer interested at buying up at 49.5, and they are now interested at selling at 49 cents, drawing out this number here, 859,7, and it keeps on going down very quickly. As a day trader myself, I would sense that as danger, where it might become 48.5 to 49 cents soon. And then at that point, I will have no choice but to sell at 48.5 instead of 49 cents. So even before the 8597 is being drawn to zero, I would have stop loss. This didn't happen in this particular juncture. Take a look at the buyer side, 8567 for 49 cents. Did that budge? Did that move? It didn't. It went up to 495 at 2003. 49 cents remains pretty strong at 8567. Again, 49.5 became the new best buy. 49 cents went back down to 85, still at 85, didn't budge at all. And then if you realize later on that there is no chance for me to so-called SL, as 49 cents became stronger, 49.5 became stronger as well. There were loads of defense. I didn't have to SL at all. Let's see what happens after a while. And 49.5 cents has cleared, goes up to 50 cents. Again, at 50 cents, you could see that the defense is increasing. My position at 49.5 cents seems pretty good, earning at least 2 beats now. And there you go. It seems like 49 cents SL is not happening so quickly. But if any of these numbers here, 9,924, 9,850 draws down very quickly, that tells me that some forces, selling down forces are coming in, and that is a good way for me to TP. Now, after we EP, after we enter, we need to have a plan of our own. You need to have a plan of your own. In my experience, if the syndicate is pushing up this counter, let's say so, he won't sell down and shake you out. He will push up the price, quick and fast to the high price, and then only sell down. A very typical pump and dump move. Now the idea here is that this counter managed by this syndicate, for example, has a certain pattern, has a certain behavior. Getting to know that behavior is going to be very important for you. Now continue to look at this video around 143, which is around this level here. At this juncture, you can see that 49.5 seller's ticket was being bought finish and turned into the buyer side. Take a look at the seller side of 49.5, see what happens at a 143 mark. You can see that the 49.5 has flipped over to the buy side. However, there is some profit-taking activity selling back at 49.5, which makes 49.5 turns from buyer to seller again. You can see that 49.5 has switched back to the seller side just after a few seconds. Now, in this kind of time, best not to panic and follow through with our plan. We mentioned just now that 49 cents is going to be our SL, and that would be our SL. So if we were to deviate from the plan, that means when you see something happening like this from the seller side become the buyer side, that's good. From a buyer side, jump again to the seller side, that's bad. A lot of people will panic. And then you will deviate from a plan, and then you will be trading without the plan. So at the end of the day, this kind of profit taking at 49.5 just now, I show you at 143 time mark, doesn't make me feel panic, and I would, because of that panic, make a wrong decision. Deciding to follow the plan is one of the best mark of a trader. Sure enough, 49.5 cents was being bought back again, turning into buyer side, and a lot of buyers came out supporting the price towards the end of the video, which we have shown you just now. So I've mentioned just now something very briefly. How do we take profit? For beginners, the best take profit is following your rules. At current levels, my rules to follow is to follow strictly a TP at 2 to 3 bits. Don't make a ridiculous risk and reward ratio of, let's say, 10 bits or 20 bits of profit in SERSOL. And that is to say that you will see a 5 cents increase within a short period of time. Now in this video, I purposely stopped filming after 2 to 3 bits of profit. You see, towards the end of it, you can see that the price did go up maybe around 4 to 5 bits. 4 to 5 bits, I entered at 49.5 cents. It is now at 51 cents. That is about 3 bits. Alright? Although the momentum is still going strong and going up even higher during that day when I was filming this SERSOL, we never know when it's going to stop going up and come down instead, especially in such a time like today, like this period when the market is bad. We day traders don't need to catch 100% of all the movements. Out of, let's say, the full 100% of the movement, catching 10% of that is enough. Now, for example, we went in with 500 lots at 49.5 cents, for example, at 121. That is where we entered this share. Now, at this particular juncture, if you entered at 500 lots with 2 to 3 bits of profit, that gives you 500 to 750 ringgit in profits in just 2 minutes time. Now for starters, aim small. Let's aim for 100 a day, 200 a day, 300 a day. And that, if you do it consistently enough, will give you a 4-figure salary every month. Now when you're familiar with the momentum and have the experience to do so, then you could TP when the buying momentum slows down. In other words, like I said just now, if I see that the price on the buyer side has started to draw down, like the 50 cents at 9,000 plus lot size starts to draw down to 8,000, 7,000, 6,000 in a quick successive manner, that means that there might be a slowdown in trend. Now, if you are able to do that properly, one day you might be able to maximize your profit and only TP when you see a huge drawdown at, let's say, 54 cents, 55 cents, 56 cents, and so on. Let's do that together one day. That's the end of our first video. For now, I'll look forward to the second video with you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.